Welcome back. It's Priestess and Medium Rosalind, and you are part of the Soul family. It's always special when you're here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And guess what I'm working on? Doesn't it look interesting? I'm going to teach you a little bit about black salt, okay? Black salt is very powerful to help absorb and clear and banish away negative, okay, from your space, from your home, from your business, if you work from home, from your places of sleep, if you need to get more calm and restful sleep, and you feel that maybe there's something attaching itself to you or something bothering you, waking you up at night, even in your children's rooms, to help them sleep well, to play a little bit calmer if there's some disruptive energy. It's also good if you've had arguments and you're trying to clear the negative energy out of that space, because negative energy hangs out in our home sometime in corners, near doorways where people come in, and they might come in with not such good intentions, and closet areas, smaller areas of the hallways, etc. Okay, so we all have some sort of experience with that, even if you're not exactly sure when it happened. Okay, so let's look into some simple ways here with Conjure root work, of ways to banish that and try to release some of that negative and keep it away from your home, because your home is your safe space. Even if you're using some rooms for work, it is your safe space at home, okay? So here I have some sage, okay? This is something that I use in my salt to empower it, to cleanse and to bring in a more peaceful balance, and to get rid of something that could be lingering around, you know, that you just don't want it there in your space anymore. You're trying to cleanse it out, okay? So sage is very important in Native Indigenous cultures, and I have a lot of respect for all of the roots and herbs that I use, okay? And I use them with prayer, with intentions. So you have to remember your intentions as you're using them and as you're putting this blend together, okay? Now I also have lemongrass here, which is very good for clearing out things and leaving it kind of fresh afterwards. You know how when you're using something to strip away all negative and to really strip something down and weaken it that you don't want there, you also need to leave a little bit of essence there. So lemon, I like using it because it's so fresh and it's such a high vibration. It gets a lot of sunlight when it's growing. So that is something that I always love to use, okay? I also have some ginger here, because these things calm anger and they're kind of a dominant herb, okay? So ginger, I use that to like get rid of the anger, because sometimes anger is very toxic. Arguments, old attachments, old energy, old, even intranquil kind of spirits, okay? Spirits that might be attaching themselves somehow or came from someone who visited, something that might have been lingering around your home for a while. You may have just moved in. There's so many different reasons. I do have a longer in-depth video that I'm going to go back and try and re-upload that for you. It's very old, about 6 years old, and it's full of information on how to clear these things and recognize them in your home, okay? And here we have agrimony, okay? Now, agrimony is very powerful, okay? It's very powerful. It does strip and cleanse, and it banishes. So a lot of people who have that intent of, you know, really stripping something down, and I also recommend it as part of regimens when I do a recommendation for a number of days or a number of weeks to cleanse the spaces, take baths, amplify your candle work, your conjure, etc. I also recommend agrimony. And if you don't have agrimony, you can use hyssop, which is very ancient and known to cleanse and banish. It's spoken of even in the Bible, okay? After you're done with your mixture and breaking these herbs down, you can use a mortar and pestle. You can use a coffee grinder also, okay? This is mortar and pestle here, okay? It's very heavy. It's got eggshells in it now. But you would simply put them in, break them down, and while you're breaking them down, make sure your intention is still there, clearing your mind to get rid of to get rid of what's negative and to bring more peace, okay? You also want to remember that you can thank these roots and herbs. Thank the salt, okay? Thank it for bringing this peace to you. Oh, I got eggshell on my hand. Bringing this peace to you, bringing this calm to your space, you know, imagining how it's going to bless your space, having clarity and cleanliness there, okay? Think of that and say those things while you're grinding and breaking down these herbs, okay? So what you want to do is take your salt mixture, okay? And I have my jar here. You can store it in your jar, all right? After you've broken down your herbs, you just simply mix the salt mixture and your herbs together. What do you do next, Priestess Rosalind? After you've broken everything down, or if you want to keep it in your plastic, you can, but I just prefer to keep it in my jar, okay? After you've gotten everything broken down, mixed together with your black salt, you want to go around your home, okay? You want to go around your home in the four corners, okay? You want to pray. You want to ask for beautiful energy that's powerful from the light of God, from the light of your highest healed ancestors, from the light of Archangel Michael, to cleanse your space, keep the balance in your space, to remove the toxic energy. You want to work in a clockwise motion, literally just going to your right, because clocks go in a right position. Now, some people will say, oh no, you want to remove energy, so go counterclockwise. But when I'm smudging and putting down my herbs and things, going in the four corners, I don't go counterclockwise. I go clockwise because I feel it amplifies and brings more of the energy of the spirits in and of the power of God into your space to help get rid of these things, okay? So some people would even argue, oh, it doesn't matter, okay? Do what feels right for you. Go in the corners, sprinkle a little bit down. It doesn't have to be a lot. It can be a small pinch, okay? Put it in the corners on the carpet. If you think your pets might get into it, which maybe a cat might find this a little bit interesting, you know, then just put it behind something where they can't just directly walk into the corners and get it. Put it in your closet, even in the corners of your closet, okay? Put it behind something, you know, put it where everyone can't just walk in and see these little piles, but definitely you want to put it down and put it down with the intentions. You want to pray. It's also good to do this if you want to add something to your ritual and make it yours to smudge. Okay, you can smudge, and there's so many different things you can smudge with, not just sage. Okay, you have to kind of open your mind to what else is there, you know, that you could smudge with. Some smudge with lavender, chamomile, etc. For this, I would smudge with sage and maybe some other roots that I mentioned here. I am going to make a video also on smudging and the different resins you can put together. I also wanted to let you know that, of course, on my shop, which is www.rosalindvaughn.net, there are different resins. You just leave a sentence, you order, you know, and then I can tell you, according to what it is, the best combination, and I can put that together for you and mail it, okay, and ship it out to you. Currently, I'm only doing US and Canada, okay, so those are the places that I ship to currently. But usually if you have an issue with something in your home, and it's been there a while, you'll know it and you'll start to recognize what feels off. This is why it's so important that we cleanse and understand our ritual baths and things, so that you will have a baseline of what's good and normal, and then you'll know and you'll be alerted to something that might be problematic in your home, in your relationships. You know, when the energy is off, it causes a lot of riffraff sometimes. So if you're interested, you can leave comments. You can let me know if you try this. And you can go to my website if you wanted to look around and see what's there for you, okay? I do make different oils, conjure candles, soaps, bath salt rituals, and lotions, okay? So I do all those different things for the past 8 years. So, I do a lot more than tarot. I do a lot more than prayers and things like that. I've been shamanic all my life, and I've been trained, so if you wanted to talk about those things, you can go to my website. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you benefit from it, okay? I'll talk to you later. Take care. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye-bye.